Hello. I've literally just made a list of notes of everything you guys said in your videos that I want to respond to, because you both made so many points that I want to talk about. So strap yourselves in. Okay, here we go. KATIE-REBEKAH, in your first video, which was the one where I'm really late, you first of all mentioned that you completed a jigsaw puzzle. I have been with my mum doing so many. I think we've currently got 3 completed ones downstairs and we're working on a 4th, and then I've got 2 here. And I think there was one more that we did somewhere once upon a time. But the picture of yours is beautiful, and I'm just wondering, where did you get it? Because it might be our next puzzle. I'm very lucky. My brother collects puzzles anyway, so we have loads, which is very nice, but I really liked your one, so where did you get it? Okay, then Sam, again, I'm just going to try and race through these because it's going to be a very long video otherwise. First of all, you said that days are monotonous, and oh my goodness, can I agree. At the same time, I'm trying to find different things to do each day, and I do feel I am doing stuff each day, but they do all blur a little bit. I'm currently on my main channel doing like a daily summary of every day, so at least that's the only way really I can see what I've done each day, because otherwise if I looked back on it now, I would just have no idea what I've done each day. And that thing you said about everyone's in the same boat, it blows my mind, because it's so crazy to think that all over the world, obviously it's not exactly the same, but majority of people are in the same situation. And I was actually discussing with my mum yesterday how crazy it is that the entirety of the West End and Broadway has gone dark, because she can never remember a time in history where that has happened. And it's just so crazy. The way this has completely stopped life for so many people is just mad. You also said that you've got an end date for school. I am a bit jealous of that. I think it's very nice to know an end date. That's one of the things I think a lot of people are finding frustrating with the lockdown, is that no one knows how long this is going on for. But to have an end date for school at least is nice, because as I've definitely mentioned on my main channel, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it over here, I've still got some performing arts classes that I'm doing online back in England, so time difference is awful, but there's no end date at the moment. They're sort of just playing it by ear, and every week they're just extending it until we get more information. And as much as I'm loving it, I do wish I just wish I knew what was going on, but no one does, so I don't blame them. You also mentioned that you're struggling to self-motivate and work from home. So I have mentioned this on my main channel. I have a couple of things I do to ensure that I get stuff done when I need to self-motivate. One of those is creating a very detailed to-do list based on how important they are, how urgent they are, and just making an order and making it happen. And I think actually in one of my most recent videos, I said it would make a lot of sense, for me at least, to just put small tasks like make lunch or make your bed or get dressed. Silly little things that you can then tick off, because then at least you start to get into that mindset of, okay, I'm ticking stuff off the list, so now I need to work down to the next one, and eventually, hopefully, you'll get stuff done. But I know for myself, I work very well in these kind of conditions where I'm stuck in my own room having to self-motivate, so I know I'm very lucky in that sense, and obviously for you that's probably quite a bit harder. Also, it's amazing that you're running again. I feel like I did vaguely know about this, but I can't remember exactly why. I probably watched your channel or something. When I first got here, as soon as I got out of quarantine, I went for runs with my father, because he started running, so I was like, I'll start running too because it'll keep me fit. And I think after about 2 runs, my mum put me on leg rest. I think I told you guys about this. So I haven't been able to do any running, which kind of sucks, or any exercise really. But I'm coming up to the 6 weeks rest period being over, so hopefully I can start doing some slow stuff. I did a little tiny bit of ballet stretches the other day without any pain, so that was a good sign. And so I'm going to take it very slowly, trying to do more. You also mentioned that you like to upload in a linear order. I completely agree with you on this. I'm the exact same. Every so often I forget to upload a video and then I put it up much later, which is actually going to happen in the next few days on my main channel. But I am the same in the sense that I very often want to record things in a linear order and upload them in a linear order, which means that I'm not always up to date with the times. On this channel that doesn't happen as much because I usually film it on the Sunday, but on my main channel I very often have it that things are so off with the time. You also said that for you, YouTube is a bit more like a journal than a movie or whatever, and I am the same. I pretty much from the get-go, not entirely, the first little while I was still watching a lot of American YouTubers, so I think I took their mindset a little bit in, and I was like, oh, subscribe, comment, like, ha. But now I'm much more just chill. and I'm just happy doing chat videos as well as vlogs, and I really don't do it for anyone except myself. It's my way of keeping track of what's going on in my life, and it's my way of being able to look back one day in the future and say, this is what I did then, this is how I did that, because I just love looking back. And the last thing you said, which I am just 100% on the same page, you said you're not a business oriented person. I am the same. My brother really wants to go into business and that stuff, and it just sounds so, like it's just the whole corporate mindset, not for me. Okay, 10 minutes in, I'm still got to respond to KATIE-REBEKAH's latest video. Here we go. You said it's day 40 something of lockdown. I think I've been in lockdown for almost 2 months, because I went into lockdown the day I came here, which was I think it was the 16th of March, maybe the 18th, maybe the 20th. I'm not entirely sure. Those days just all blurred together for me, but can't believe it. I've been here already for 2 months almost. That's just crazy to me. When you said it's really nice to speak to someone face to face who's not your family, I relate to that. I mean, I don't, because I haven't actually spoken face to face to anyone, but I love my family and I love being back here because it's very, very special to be with them all. But the one thing that's so strange to me is that I'm back here, but I don't get to see anyone or experience anything. So it doesn't even feel like I'm back here. Like, I've hardly left the house. The only times I've left the house was for my blood test, my leg appointment, and both of those happened on the same day. And then I've been to the supermarket twice, and that's it. That's all I've done for leaving the house, except walking around the block on a quick walk every day. Now, rumor has it that they're planning on reviewing the lockdown tomorrow and maybe changing some stuff, maybe being a little bit more lenient, in which case hopefully I will get to see some friends. You also said clean laundry needs putting away. Behind me there is a big basket of laundry that I need to put away, and I have also been procrastinating for maybe 2 or 3 days now, just leaving it there, and I need to put it away. So when you said that, I felt a little bit personally attacked. You also said you found stuff that you didn't know about. Tell me about it. I forgot how much stuff I had left behind, and every day I'm finding more things, and I've got a couple of shelves in the cupboard that I need to look through and see what I want to keep. The problem is, like you, I'm not a hoarder. I just keep stuff because I love the idea of in the future being able to look back at it and say, look, this is what I saw that day. But your file of tickets is so brilliant, because I have a box in England and a box here of tickets and stubs and whatnot. It's such a brilliant idea to file them all. So I will look into that one day. The problem is obviously that I've got some here, some there, and at the moment I just don't think that's a priority for me. Okay, I think that is everything in response to you guys. I'm doing fine, like I said. It's a little bit monotonous, but I do keep myself busy, and there's still not enough time in the day, and I think that probably summarizes my life at the moment. Okay, bye!